Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and let's talk about terrible life decisions. God darn, do you work at Square Enix? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's be real. They make some great games, Dragon Quest 11, some Octopath Traveler 2. Kind of been enjoying it, but for every hit Square Enix can have, they definitely have some misses. And one of those misses is Symbiogenesis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why am I talking about this? Because this is Square Enix's really crappy NFT game that's completely, and I mean completely, out of touch. Now, I want to start off with this 44-second trailer, and the mark of a great, juicy trailer is when the goddamn dislikes are actually disabled by the owner, okay? Yeah, oh man, but Muda, it has 100% likes. Clearly it's good. Hate the internet. Anyways, let's start it off. They got the trailer in ultra wide. God bless. All right. Symbiogenesis. Now, usually a trailer's supposed to tell me what the fuck is going on. But of course, here you got a continent that's in the air. Okay, pretty cool. Forests. Whoa, roads, buildings. Wow. Hold on, guys. Where's that juicy gameplay? We got a tree in the middle. All right, that's never been done before in Japanese video gaming. God damn. Oh, that definitely is it. Symbiogenesis. Now, of course, you might be like, wow, Muda, that really answered a lot. And if that's the case, congratulations. You, my friend, are easy to entertain. Never let that change. But of course, let's go to their website, okay? Here's the symbiogenesis.app. Story. It is in a not-so-distant future, humanity has managed to survive by living on the floating continent, the last safe haven on Earth where life is still possible amidst the pollution. As conflict is no longer, the people live while progressively reclaiming past civilization. However, their peaceful lives are shattered by the sudden attack of the dragon. Oh, that's... I think ChatGPT wrote the goddamn story. God, this is really a Web3 experience. Putting the existence itself of the floating continent in danger. Oh man. Ooh, very danger. While humanity fights to repel its attack, they are faced with choices that will determine their fate. Okay. Standard world ends and we're reclaiming territory. The last time I played a game with islands was Chrono Trigger, and that was a great game. I'm gonna wager my left and right nuts. In fact, every organ that I have that this won't even touch 1% of that game's beauty. But I could be wrong. Who knows? So, of course, what is Symbiogenesis? A completely new form of NFT-based entertainment where 10,000 collectible artworks meets real game utility. Whew. Okay, so you got 10,000 NFT characters with a unique design, with various races and professions, with a bust-up picture that can be used as profile pictures. Okay, they will be sold as each chapter, a total of 6, is unveiled. Okay, so you might be like, whoa, Mood, at least the artwork's good. Come on, 10,000? That's a lot of artwork right there, buddy. Maybe it might be good. So, of course, some of the channels have actually been leaking this amazing 10,000 character artwork. And so here's the artwork, okay? You've got multiple characters. You got spikes. Look at that, boys, because get it? They got spikes on their head. Ooh. And then you've got normies. This can't be real. I'm being trolled. Normies? Now, if you look at their faces, okay, aside from a touch of the fetal alcohol syndrome, you might notice that this character right over here and this character right over here, man, that's like the same facial expression. All they really did was randomly change up some of the hairstyles, maybe some of the apparel, and that's pretty much it. And then, of course, you've got the newt. Okay, so again, the same facial style. The hair is a little bit changed, obviously, because you just can't have everything be the same. And then, of course, you can join for a Discord moderator position, which... Don't do it. In fact, this image is actually the worst, okay? Because despite this being 4 different goddamn characters, the facial features are the same. I don't know any fucking person that is actually excited for this game looking at how generic it is, unless they're already like a crypto bro trying to find out how they can profit out of this game. So, of course, even looking past Symbiogenesis, you can see they're talking about, what are these collapsed structures? Is that a library? Is that a museum? A hospital? I really hope it is a hospital because I need to get my brain examined. So again, let's look at it. The game utility, all right? As you unlock the main story as well as the individual stories of each characters, unravel the mystery of the world. So gameplay, progress through the main story and missions while also unlocking the stories held by characters. Find the items hidden through the floating it's bad when you can't even name the floating continent, okay? Like at least give it a name, like, I don't know, call it Genesisia or something like that. I don't know. Come up with something that's not insert generic text. Determine the ending of the story by participating in the world mission. It's like that Chin Pokemon episode from like South Park back in the day. Become the world leader. Become the greatest Chin Pokemon master. Where the ultimate choice will be made. I wonder what the ultimate choice is, to mint or not to mint. That is the question. What are the system requirements? Oh shit, I love this. Let's see, genre, narrative, unlocked NFT entertainment. Okay. Oh, recommended browser, Chrome. Ooh, you can already tell this is a Flash game that they're working on. It's a mobile game, that's all it is. It's a Flash title. Come on now. Recommended network environment, 5G, Wi-Fi. Suitable age, 18 plus. Yeah, because I got to deal with like actual money and big boy credit cards. They don't want to get any brokies playing this game. Come on. So let's see it. What is the game utility? Progress through the main story and clear all 6 chapters, okay? Complete the quest to search for the items hidden on the floating continent. Now I want to ask the question, why do we need NFTs and non-fungible tokens if all we're doing is playing through a storyline for a Flash game that can already be done without using a blockchain? Okay, about the missions. So the missions are designed with low difficulty levels. Because it's a browser game, 100% it's either going to be like a Bejeweled knockoff, or it's going to be like one of those Tom Clancy Elite Soldier games where you just build NFT characters, you get the rares, you upgrade them, and like it's going to be like a gacha game mixed in with like, one of those, like, again, Tom Clancy Elite Soldiers, like the closest example I could dig. When you build a squad and you like fight against another squad with like a power level and you just basically watch your people like go at it until like eventually the one with the lesser power level dies off. That's what it's going to end up playing like. The quests, okay, so here's the quest. The quests to find the hidden items are designed with a high difficulty level, encouraging all players to cooperate, okay? Quests can be played independently of chapters, though new quests are added as new chapters are unlocked. Note that the game utility system is designed as a utility for those who hold the NFT collectible art, so the character NFTs, but the main story consisting of all 6 chapters and missions can play to the end without even having any character NFT. So you can play the game, the whole goddamn storyline, okay, fight the dragon without even touching the NFTs. Like, what? Why are they making it other than being some dog shit collectible? Oh, here it is, dude. By unlocking the various stories, unravel the history of the world, you can get the history, current status, the dragons, floating continent, lambda, and new species. We want players to release all the stories, to read them all, to reflect on them, and to decide the future of this continent. Okay, anyways, all right. Besides this regurgitated dog water, okay, what more is there about this that is interesting? What about this is so NFT related? I couldn't even answer it because they're doing a poor job of describing why the NFTs are even needed in the first place, other than just being some profile pictures and some characters that you collect, okay, that you can possibly use to make your life a little easier for various side quests. Because it seems like they want to get as many people playing the main quest, all right, all the way through. Oh, so you get member rank experiences. Ooh, how do you get that? Clear the quest, clear the missions. Slot release? Oh, man, it is a gacha game. Logging in once per day while holding a character NFT, and then logging in once a day while holding the campaign NFT. Now, of course, sometime mid-May, the month that I was born, they're going to end up releasing the game utility. But before that, in late April, you'll be able to get into the pre-sale and buy into their NFT project. And of course, I guarantee you guys, the game is going to be a Flash title that you can probably download hundreds of on your mobile devices already. So anyways, I wanted to look into it because something else ended up coming out which really showcased what the NFTs are there for. Okay, that's one of the pressing questions, right? So of course, looking into one of these PDFs, one of these actual like details, which as far as I understand is actually their project evaluation report. So let's look at it. Playing advantage for character NFT holders. Owning a character NFT is an advantage for all players. Specifically, there are 3 points, okay? Gain information of the NFT process, diversification of earnings, so revenue-oriented players, crypto bros effectively, and then increased member rank XP gain. Okay. All right, well, let's look at the mechanism to control the NFT selling pressure. In Symbiogenesis, it is important to control selling pressure. Yeah, I love hearing about this when it comes to video games. Forget having a good game. Let's talk about the selling pressure of like the in-game microtransactions. Because there's a strong link between game progression and NFT. The following 2 mechanisms may be used to control the selling pressure. So playing advantage for character NFT holders, buying pressure from players who want to participate in the world mission. So look at this flowchart, okay? Now, I'm a programmer. I know my way around a flowchart or two. Step 1, the start, okay? So hold multiple character NFTs and member cards, okay? Hold them for a long time without selling them, even if their value hits rock fucking bottom. So, of course, they issue a replica NFT, which you can then sell for revenue, or you can buy it to get quest hints. Why you couldn't just Google it on or just look up the game chapter and Reddit at the end of it is beyond me. So using those character NFTs, you go through the gameplay progress browser game, okay? Step 2, log in with your character NFTs or member card NFTs, complete missions, quests, and unlock stories. And then you get the reward, which is member rank XP, okay? That increases the member rank. The member rank then gets to the top member rank. Now your reward is you can obtain OWL, which is the right to purchase NFT characters at a discount for the next chapter. You could even obtain rare NFTs, which were never for sale. Imagine like playing a game and then it's like, oh, we're gonna give you the right to purchase stuff at a discount. Oh my, stop it. Then, of course, the advantage of a member rank gives you all missions and the high difficulty quests, which also feeds in from having the rare NFTs to finish some of those difficulty quests. Then, of course, 8, obtain participation right for the world mission. What is that, like the raid? The raid NFT? The raid browser game? I get it. And then, of course, you can then sell that participation right for revenue. Now, I'm gonna stop you right here, okay? For all of this to matter, okay? For anybody to go through this insane hoops. Again, by the way, reading this is unhinged. It doesn't sound like they care about the game. They sound more like they care about, wait, hold on, let me check. Am I still in the queue? Hell yeah, 38 minutes left. It sounds like they are unhinged when it comes to actually like focusing on a game that makes more revenue than actually a game that has, a gameplay. I'm going to give you a great example of why good games are good. Typically for a game, for anybody to go through this hassle, the game has to be legendary god tier. We're talking gameplay loops that are addicting. Now, recently I've been playing Diablo 3, okay? Obviously in preparation for Diablo 4. But Diablo 3 is a game that has a loot system that isn't tied to NFTs or any of that BS. You're literally tied to whatever Blizzard servers wants to put you on. Now, I know before somebody's like, but Buddha, the NFTs are great values because you can put them between other video games or make money and sell them. There's nothing that stops you from like selling Diablo accounts, just like there's nothing that stops you from, selling any NFT. But the point is, the reality of it is you cannot use these projects between various other video games. Dr. Disrespect is making a video game that has NFTs. Games like Tarkov. He's making a game as hardcore as Tarkov where you jump into a scenario, you find weapons or items or I guess potentially NFTs. You can extract with those items, which would add them onto a blockchain. But that adds a degree where, like, if you have hackers in your video game and you don't have the best anti-cheat system out there, people are literally going to be logging in and stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars. All NFTs add necessarily to this entire ecosystem is the ability to lose a massive amount of real-world money. Now, of course, NFTs, you can't just transfer between game to game. One camouflage or item you earn in one game cannot be used in another one just because they're NFTs. You actually have to code these additions into your specific game engine and game as well, which requires a tremendous amount of effort and a tremendous amount of cooperation on each developer's part. Now, of course, to get rid of all of that, your game has to have an addictive gameplay loop. To go back to the Diablo 3 example, it's a game that has a solid groundwork. You know, it's a solid game where you absolutely want to keep playing it. There's an addictive gameplay loop where you definitely want to jump into each chapter, you want to jump into each Nephilim rift, you want to jump into each bounty, and you want to just consistently play the game because playing the game itself is a fun reward. It's got an amazing deep level of gameplay systems. You've got an amazing amount of characters. You've got an amazing amount of skills and builds that you can create that will constantly keep the game engaging and refreshing with the thousands of hours you put into it. Honestly, the game is great when you realize getting the loot and getting the XP and the rewards is sort of just the icing on the cake. Just getting to play a game that is that addictive is already a reward. There are games with amazing gameplay systems like Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker or Phantom Pain, where you're kind of just consistently playing the game to build out your characters like rank, your characters like Mother Base, all because you're just enjoying the gameplay as it is. Everything else, the rewards you make, are an icing on the top. If the gameplay loops aren't addicting enough, none of this NFT shit matters, because this is usually used as a way to like be abrasive, okay? If people look at monetization and people look at these selling pressures, and this is what you're focused on versus making an amazing game, whether that be an RPG, whether that be a stealth game, a MOBA, a loot-based game, people will not want to partake in it if your core game is just not that great. And that's where the entire story kind of ends. Yeah, this whole NFT shit that Square Enix is making doesn't seem like it has any soul or passion put into it. It doesn't really look like it's going to be anything different than your standard mobile game or your standard gacha title, except with possibly thousands of dollars, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. In reality, I'm just going to put my bets right here. This game will not go anywhere. The moment that May comes and the first version of this game comes out, the chapter 1, 100% it's going to be played for like maybe 2 hours max. And then all of the selling pressure, all of this volume is going to die. Because I guarantee you, because the game is not good, the game is non-existent, the game is soulless, nobody wants to trade NFTs around other than crypto bros who just want to make a couple extra bucks, before they have to go sign up for their wagey job at McDonald's, okay? That's pretty much how it comes down to. And if you feel that's too harsh, I'm sorry, that's a reality check. Cash it in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I still got 34 minutes. I'm out.